All right, so I'm fasting. About to hit the gym in a second. We got the Kino Octane. This stuff's amazing, but I decided to start a new YouTube series, and it's gonna be called Kino Daddy. This is where I can really give you my thoughts on something you're struggling with in your personal life. So I just did an Instagram post, and people were fired up for me to start this new YouTube series, this new YouTube playlist. And one of the most requested things I got was dealing with a breakup. And I've done a video on this before, but I feel like this is gonna be something that's always gonna be relevant. And I've dealt with breakups in my life, and they've been very hard. So I wanna be there for you. You know, as a Kino warrior, I wanna be there for you and really offer my advice, my experiences, so hopefully that can help you handle the situation better and come up stronger. So pretty much every guy at some point in life, they're gonna deal with a breakup. And usually, you know, I read this somewhere and I'm pretty sure it's true, men have a much harder time dealing with a breakup than women. Women can get over it fast. They go to a club, they get tons of attention, and they can handle it better than most men. So that's something kind of to really be aware of. And for you that might be true, for you it might not be true, but definitely I think that is true. So first of all, let's address, you know, why does a breakup usually happen? There's a number of different reasons, but usually one of the most common reasons is there's a change in perceived partner value. So maybe your value in her eyes goes down because you get more attached, you get more clingy, and then she starts to push away. Or maybe some other guy with higher value comes into her life, and then she starts to get more interested in him, and they start talking, and then you start to get jealous, and then it pushes her away. Or sometimes, and this is actually backed by research by Dr. David Buss, basically the 3 reasons why women cheat. And it's a value disparity, and one of them is to acquire more resources, and one of them is because a hotter guy comes along. Interestingly enough, so there's different reasons why women will want to break up, or women will start to chase another guy, and you have to be aware. You know, you have to be aware of that. But it's important, you know, dealing with a girlfriend, that you don't chase too much. You don't give her too much attention. If you're putting in 100%, she's putting in 50%, it's very dangerous. You need to watch out for that. And you know, some guys might give you the advice that, you know, you should probably just like chill out. You should probably just talk to her about it and all that. But a lot of times that doesn't work. Sometimes you just kind of have to pull back, because naturally human beings, we want what we can't have. And so if someone gives you way too much attention, then you're gonna start to pull away. So a lot of guys, what happens is that in a relationship at some point, you know, they get more invested and more needy, and the girl will pull away. So watch out about doing that. But then, of course, there's another reason. Sometimes guys will get too lazy in a relationship. They'll stop trying, and they'll take it for granted. And then eventually the girl will just get over it. And then when she's over it, then the guy will start to chase again. So it's a very difficult situation. But the point is that a breakup is going to hurt, and this is your chance to grow as a person. This is your chance to learn from the experience. This is your chance to step up in life. So many people I know, including myself, when we've gone through a breakup, it's been hard, and we take that energy, that pain, and we apply it to our life. We start to go for our goals. We have more pain leverage. So we start to, you know, we finally start to hit the gym, build the body that we never built before. We start to put that energy into our career. And so a breakup, think of it as a chance to grow to the next level. Think of it as a chance to improve yourself. Forget about your ex-girlfriend, okay? Forget about her. You cannot say anything that's going to get her back. She will come back to you when she wants to, or, you know, when she feels like you don't need her. That's the reality. So forget about the ex-girlfriend. Don't talk to her. Don't text her. Get rid of her number. Delete her number if you have to. If a lot of times you have an ex-girlfriend and you're broken up, then seeing her Instagram post, seeing her Facebook is going to trigger this crazy emotional reaction. If you don't want that, then get rid of all of her on every social media platform. Block her out. Now it's time to focus on yourself. Focus on your school, whatever it is going on in your life. Set big goals and realize deep down that, you know what? She's going to probably want to come back to you. She's going to probably want to date you again. If you use this as a chance to grow, work on yourself, you don't chase her anymore, after about 3-4 weeks, she's probably going to text you. She's going to say, hey, and then don't respond. And then a couple days later, she's going to say, hey, are you mad at me? And then don't respond. And then she's going to say, hey, like, I miss you. I really want to talk. And from that position, you have a position of power. But, that's usually what happens 9 times out of 10. But the reality is that, you have to take that energy and focus on growing, you also have to realize that there's so many girls out there, and this girl is probably not the best fit for you. There's probably a better girl out there. And once you realize that, it's a lot easier to handle. Just think about it this way. If you are attracting the quality of women you want in your life, and you're meeting beautiful, stunning, cool women, are you gonna miss your ex-girlfriend that much? Probably not. So just realize that there's a higher goal to go after. Improve yourself. Learn more about meeting women and attracting women, and just think bigger. Whenever you get depressed about, your girlfriend breaking up with you, it's because you're thinking too small. You're just thinking about, I want her back. Think about the girls you really want in your life. Think about growing the business and just your personal development, and you'll feel way better, and she's gonna come back to you. But you have to remember that if you do have a girlfriend come back to you, an ex-girlfriend, you want her in your life, then you have to play the game smart. You can't just give you to her on a silver platter, because she's gonna be like, oh my God, this guy's still a needy loser. So you have to actually play it smart. Let her win you back, and don't just give yourself to her. And then it's important, like a lot of times girls will break up their boyfriends because they have no boundaries. They just let them talk to them however they want. They'll do anything for them, and it's important to develop your own boundaries. One of the best things I ever was told is, it's don't just treat everyone nice. Like the golden rule is like, treat people how you want to be treated, but then after you do that, treat them exactly how they treat you. So, if you're treating your girl amazing and she's not returning the favor, and she's being a dick to you, then you be a dick back to her. That's what I say, and it works. So you can't just, otherwise you'll be a pushover. People will take advantage of you, and they will lose attraction towards you. So, it's a two ways. That's kind of how things work. It's not always perfect, and my advice could be wrong, but honestly, if you try it, you're probably going to get a much better result than whatever you're doing before. So that's pretty much all the advice I want to say in this little video. I really hope you found it helpful. But at the end of the day, I know this shit can be really hard. I know it's tough. The other thing to tell you is that when you lose a girlfriend, when you lose a big part of your life, this person you spent so much time with, this person you had this really close bond with, you lose that, you actually really didn't lose anything, because all of that connection you had with her, it's going to come back in a different way. All of a sudden, you're going to be way closer to your friends now. You're spending more time with your buddies, and you're going to develop this bond that you totally forgot about. Like, oh my God, I totally forgot about my buddy, Mike. And now we're spending so much time together. And so don't think about what you lost, think about what you gained. You're going to spend way more time on your work because you're going to have more time. Girlfriends, there's naturally stress and fighting. You get rid of all this stress and fighting so you feel way more free. Me being single for the last few years, I've become way more masculine. I've developed way more of an edge. And so when I hang out with my friends that have had girlfriends for a while, they seem a little soft. And I have to remind them about that. When you have a girlfriend for too long, her feminine forces, it rubs off on you. So that's why even if you have a girlfriend, it's good to spend time with the boys a couple times a week without the girlfriends, because you need to have that male masculine camaraderie. It keeps you sharp. It keeps you strong. So remember, take that loss and then get the gain from it. Spend time with your friends. Do new things. Girlfriends will hold you back in some ways. They will boost you up in other ways, but they will hold you back. So get ready for one of the biggest, some of the most progress you'll ever have in your life. Whenever I had my breakup, my last girlfriend, I think we broke up a few times. I went through a crazy growth curve, And yes, there was some pain. It was hard, but you know what? That's life. And when you do feel that loss, let me tell you one more thing. When you do feel that loss and you feel hurt, don't just hide from it. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel the pain of losing this girlfriend. Let yourself process it. If you feel sad, journal about it. Let those tears out. It's okay to cry. Let it out, feel it, express it. And what happens is when you finally let yourself release that emotion, you'll feel way better than blocking it down and trying to hide from any discomfort. So if you want to cry and you feel down, then cry. But then take a positive step afterwards. Don't just cry all day long and for weeks on end. Let that be a resolution, letting that emotion out. So don't hide from it, journal about it, whatever, but always always finish on a positive note. So if you do want to journal and you're sad, you miss this, finish on a positive note, and you'll realize that the breakup is something that's amazing. It's something that helped you in life. And really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is my Kino Daddy video series. If you want to comment below and say thank you, Kino Daddy, then we'll do more of these. And also comment below and say, what are you struggling with? Maybe it's a bully. Maybe you're not sure what you want to do in your life. Maybe you have this family situation, a divorce. Let me know what's going on, and then give me a little more context so I can get more specific and I can help you more. And of course, I'm not saying I have the right answers, but this is just me trying to do the best I can for my Kino warriors that love and support me, and I love and support you too. So take care. Bye.